Greetings, tasty morsels. This is Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am watching episode 4 of season 2 of Severance. This episode is entitled Woe's Hollow.
Ooh, bacon.
That's a title that it requires a little unpacking, I think, because it doesn't immediately mean anything. The only thing I can think of with a hollow is it's like I think it's for like a little town at the end of something. So like Sleepy Hollow, for instance.
Incorrect.
Woe is one of the tempers that Kier Egan came up with in his cultish weirdness. I don't know if this is an actual place, because this whole place they are in is owned by the Egan family and even named after Kier. So it could actually be like a place in this town. Oh, funny little thing. A lot of people have been wondering what PE stands for, because it's like Kier PE. Obviously, it's not a real state. I was wondering if maybe it meant like sort of like private enclave. Like imagine some super mega rich person purchases an island or something, right? And maybe they designate it like, just PE, just meaning that this island is private, like the whole thing is privately owned. I mentioned before that the that the ex who reminded me of Miss Casey, I mentioned that she was in a cult. One of the things they do is they buy up huge tracts of property all over the world, and they set up these areas they call farms. And we're talking like hundreds of acres at a stretch. But last episode,
But you yada yada over the best part.
we got a confrontation between, Harmony Cobell and Helena Egan. Harmony kind of did the whole I want to talk to the board thing, and Helena finally was just like, yeah, okay, fine, let's do that. And Harmony chickened out. She's like got right to the stairs to heaven, so to speak, and turned away. Hats off to Patricia Arquette for really playing the shift from like confident bravado to just naked fear. Mark reintegrated at the end of last episode. It's going to be fascinating, watching him actually reconcile the two sides of himself, the two people. It'll be very interesting watching him interact with Helena, who I'm convinced is the person who is actually down on the severed floor instead of Heliar. Because we have a person who has a secret interacting with another person who has a secret. And they're kind of similar secrets, and neither one can afford to be found out by the other. Though I would suspect that with the information asymmetry here, Mark would probably divulge the information more readily, because any Mark obviously trusts Heliar. As these memories get reintegrated, Mark as a whole person is going to probably trust Helly. Yeah, I guess that's probably the moment when we will get the twist, at least for the audience, after Mark confides in her, yep, I'm reintegrated, I'm going to go find my wife. Irving is continuing to pursue his mission of finding out what the hell the hallway is. He took a big step forward talking to, what was her name? It's interesting how she said that, they used to take things there directly, but now someone comes and takes the things and does it. So it's become more secretive. And obviously that's the hallway that Miss Casey was sent down as well, the testing floor. So testing what? I'm more and more convinced that Cold Harbor is something to do with resurrecting the dead. Is this Cold Harbor? Is Cold Harbor a little place, or is this Woe's Hollow?
Hello!
Is this even real? This feels like a dream sequence or something, though, because otherwise it's not really making a lot of sense right now. Like, who's activating the overtime contingency right now? Where is here? When is now? And it's also like their outies came here specifically, it seems, to be awoken, and they're all dressed.
Where did you come from?
It's like the creators decided that we had become too comfortable with the idea that we knew what was going on. Trust me, creators, we had no idea what was going on.
Good morning, refiners. This is Mr. Milchick from work, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to your first ever outdoor retreat and team building occurrence.
Oh my god! It's a retreat!
It is forbidden upon the severed floor. It's waiting for you and Scissor Cave.
Scissor Cave.
Stray not from Kier's path, lest you royal nature's wrath.
What?
Milchick said there'd be help along the way.
I wouldn't trust a word out of that mountebank's mouth, not even televisually.
Did you say mountebank? Okay, not to toot my own horn too much, but I have a pretty decent vocabulary, and I have never heard that fucking word before. Pretty sure I can figure out the meaning through context, but I'm still gonna look it up though. A person who deceives others, especially in order to trick them out of their money, a charlatan. Oh, Donald Trump. Hi, welcome to my channel. I get political. Petita. Now's the time of sprockets for the dance.
Chapter 1. I was not born into this world alone. The lodgings of my mother's womb I shared with another, a twin brother who was called Dieter.
It's actually pretty common. A lot of us have twins that we absorb early in the womb.
Thank you for that.
Some rhythm with the trill of the crickets, and the moaning of the wind, and the snowfall's yearly fall.
Why is everything Kier says vaguely sexual?
Listen.
Dude was
He
obsessed.
Spilt his lineage upon the soil.
See? It's all sex. Dude was obsessed with sex. He was Thomas Aquinas.
Trust her. I think she might be lying about what her outie saw.
Why would you think that?
Night gardeners?
Yeah, seriously, there's no such thing.
We don't even know where we are. They can't let anything happen to us. It's an ORPO, an outdoor retreat team building occurrence, right, Mark? We don't know what this is.
I think this is partly a test. It is a team building exercise. They're breaking down so that they can come back together to work towards a common goal. Also, how was Irving planning on eating that thing? I don't see any knives or anything on that. Was he going to try to get into it with his bare hands? Eat it raw?
Lumen will always protect and provide. Right this way.
Wonder if they had to do multiple takes because of people slipping. What are those? Seriously. Are they people? Are they animatronics?
Miss Wong has been readying the grill, for which we brought in copious luxury meats.
Luxury meats. What is it going to be? It's going to be like hot dogs.
For your comfort and safety, torches, which can provide both a heat and a light source.
I was about to laugh at him explaining what a torch was, but then I had to remind myself, oh wait, yeah, he would have to explain what the fuck a torch is. Uncomfortable silence. The silence
What did you
is
see during the overtime
uncomfortable.
contingency?
I told you.
Those were lies and also lies, Helena.
Irving. Okay.
I love the subtle. I mean, granted, Helly had this as a bit of a personality trait. The sort of like person who is used to getting their own way. But I'm becoming more and more convinced that is Helena, because that wasn't just the personality trait. That was the experience of someone who is used to be getting their own way.
He reached up to grasp at his hair, which was suddenly moss that tore easily from his bleeding scalp.
Good heavens.
And as the pus from his eye thickened
Oh,
into
Helena!
sap,
She's like, I haven't heard this story since I was a little kid.
a gaunt bride, half the height of a natural woman.
Dylan's like, oh, I know her from the waffle party.
Now he's no one's brother, only chaos's whore.
What? Kier Egan was fucked in the head, like majorly fucked.
The end.
Helena.
Perhaps
Yeah,
in
she
the
had a
morning
similar
we'll have
reaction to
time
what
for the
Milchick
next
did. They were
chapter.
both kind of chuckling about it because they know the absurdity of how dumb this is.
What?
Yeah. this is her play to get back into
You guys.
to
He melted, right? He turned into the forest because he masturbated.
to quell Irving's
I mean, seriously, that's actually the dumbest
doubts
thing
about
I've ever heard. Right? He jerked off in front of his brother.
Yeah, I mean that is literally what the story was said.
Why can't you say that?
He just said it.
That is what the story said. She's right.
It's
You know we often laugh at what we don't understand.
That was very well played, Helena. What is that?
Throw them in the fire.
Mr. Milchick, come on.
Now, Miss Wong.
But all the work that I went to are those supposed to be marshmallows? Who the fuck makes square marshmallows?
Why? Marshmallows are for team players, Dylan.
Coffee's for closers.
Stop making goo-goo eyes at her.
Are you jealous, Irving? Oh well, he probably is a little bit jealous actually.
Stop.
Goo-goo eyes?
Because he doesn't have Bert around anymore to make goo-goo eyes at.
Just tell us, Helen.
He's not going to let it go. Your plan failed, Helena.
The night gardener.
Yes. That really was a very
Irv,
stupid
come on.
detail.
Did he have a flashlight?
People don't garden at night. All right, what's she
We
going
all
to do?
know Irving's upset because he can't ever see Bert again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Helena.
Really lonely.
She even talks differently. I love how all the actors have these subtle ways they portray the different versions of the personalities. Like Helena has a huskier, more direct tone, you know? Whereas Helly has sort of more like a kind of thing like this. Excellent way to defuse the situation though. Bring up the one thing that will make him leave, then you don't have to explain it. I think on some level Helena wants this closeness with somebody, which makes the watching this unfold interesting. Oh, now we're gonna have the situation where they're gonna do it for the first time. They're gonna be intimate for the first time, but it's not really actually with Helly, it's with Helena. I tell you what though, Mark does very well with the ladies.
Jealous.
Wow, he was out there for at least an hour. I don't know what time it was, but didn't look light enough for there to already be sun starting. Or is that the moon? I guess it's the moon rise. Wait, this place is weird. If it was already that dark, the moon should have been up, I would think. She's like, so that's what sex is like. Father's going to be very displeased. The moon is a harsh mistress. Don't fall asleep out here, Irving. All right, so what are you going to talk about?
Didn't like who I was on the outside.
Helena.
I was ashamed.
And this works whether it's Helena or Helly.
I don't care who you are out there.
Famous last words. Who knows, man? Maybe Gemma will be okay with a throuple. Oh, he wasn't wearing his cold weather gear. He was just wearing his suit. I thought he went out there in his cold weather gear. This must be a dream then. I think maybe one of the secrets with Irving too is it isn't just the sleep deprivation, but he might just be a lucid dreamer. Fun fact, I'm a lucid dreamer.
Hey, nobody cares.
Hello, Irving. I see you're working hard. You find any of those bad numbers? Is that a seal?
Why would you think that?
Oh, it's Woe. I'm refiner of the quarter. That waffle party's mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boo! Okay, so for a second there, those were DNA, oh, what are they called? For a second there, that's what I saw. I saw, like, you know, all, like, CAGA, blah, 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 blah. Then I saw something else that I don't know what it was. It kept changing into different things, different types of, data. But it was definitely, Gattaca. Helena, don't you try to hurt Irving. I swear to God. And Irving, don't try to hurt Helena either. Helly's in there as well.
Hey, kid.
Irving.
Oh my God, that's a good shot.
So if you're not her,
God damn it.
then who are you?
This isn't information that he can find out and be allowed to survive.
To send their Audi to the severed floor.
See, this is what I mean. Like, Irving's some sort of investigator or something.
Irving! Stop! Irving,
Mr. Milchick!
I don't see a way out of this that allows both of them to survive, and I don't want either of these characters to go away.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna kill her, Mr. Milchick!
Miss Wong is gonna kill you. I'm noticing I don't see Miss Wong anywhere.
She's not Helly! She's an Egan! Turn her back!
Wow, he figured all of that out.
No!
Wow. God damn, that was wow. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Helly.
Wow. That was fucking amazing. Shit, I don't know what they're gonna do to you now, though.
You have threatened collegial murder in the pond of Woe's Hollow. For this, there can be no penalty but immediate and permanent dismissal. Turn around!
Hey, Irv, clean this motherfucker's clock. Let that be your last act in this world, man. Punch that smug motherfucker right in his fucking mouth. I have a feeling Irv has the muscle memory to make it a good fight.
Walk into the forest.
Walk into the forest. Jesus Christ, are we mice and minning this too? Look at the pretty flowers.
It will be as if you, Irving B., never even existed nor drew a single breath upon this earth. Now.
Fuck you, Ben Stiller. Wow, they did such a good job with that. Justice for Irving B, man. The only thing that brings me solace, well, aside from the fact that he went out like a fucking boss, writer brain tells me there's still too much left unresolved for Irving B for us not to get him back. And we know that reintegration is possible. I think we'll get that more and more proven with Mark's story. So I think that we'll get Irving back. I don't know if he'll get a happy ending, like stereotypical happy ending. I expect he won't, but we will get him back. This little fucking motherfucker said that it would be like Irving never existed because of his work output and shit being erased. But there are people who remember him. And as long as people remember you, you existed. It's going to be very satisfying to watch Milchick fall. And I'll say this too. I honestly also feel sorry for Milchick because he clearly really does believe in this shit. And so to a certain degree, you have to ask yourself, like, how much is someone like this responsible for their actions? I'm not someone who absolves somebody completely of their actions just because of upbringing or traumas and things like that. But it does need to be taken into account.
You're one of those bleeding hearts.
Milchick has been pretty much just fucking up from day one. So I'm really curious how much longer he'll even last here. How funny would it be if, like, you know, a couple episodes from now, Miss Wong is sitting in Milchick's chair? It's going to be very interesting to see how they pick up the pieces, I guess you could say, from Helena being outed the way she was. Dylan's going to feel partially responsible. I mean, we already saw that with him saying, you know, I'm sorry I didn't, you know, listen. Mark is going to feel partly responsible too because he also was discounting what he was saying. But of course, the bigger thing with him is the fact that, yeah, his first time intimate with Helly was really with Helena. Yeah, the rest is just going to be the consequences of now integrated Mark, who of course having some difficulties, but thankfully he didn't tell Helena that he was integrated, because that would have obviously been a disaster. But she already knows more than they can really afford her knowing. Hopefully, Mark, since he is now integrated, can get touch base with Ragavi and go to work on Irving. I love their take, again, deconstructing corporate bullshit, like their take on the corporate retreat. If you ever been to one of those are there's a lot about corporations that can get very cultish, and retreats are very cultish. That's probably enough rambling on my behalf, right, guys?
Yep.
So yeah, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments down below. And as always, do your best to stay safe and be well, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
Now.
What's going on here? Who are you people?